It's time for another video of the true crime summary, starting with the week of August 24th, 2025. These are the things related to a lot of unnecessary tragic deaths that have occurred this past week. On Tuesday, 8/26, Minneapolis, Minnesota, there was a shooting on Tuesday near Cristo Rey High School where there were 6 injured in a shooting and one died. So I think it was six. Yes, six out. I'm not sure how many people were shot, but I know that there was one dead after there were 6 that were shot in the shooting. San Rafael, California, at 8:25, 2 women were found dead in a building after an apartment complex fire. Unfortunately, another situation happened in Washington, D.C. A recent firefighter grad, name was Sadia Williams, age 21, fell from a rooftop building, from the rooftop of a building when there was a rooftop party. That's one person that died. In Louisiana, a 17-year-old pregnant girl was shot in the head, and unfortunately she died. Her name was Caitlin Strait. They were able to do an emergency C-section within 2 hours, and the mother was able to have a live birth. So that was one person, that died. The baby was saved. There was an unfortunate incident of a Toronto, Canada male that was shot dead at the Scarborough Mall, a 19-year-old. He was supposedly a religious church person, and he died. That's another person, unfortunately. In Temecula, California, there were 4 killed in a car accident where a BMW smashed into a Nissan, and in which 2 teens died in the Nissan, and the driver died of the Nissan, and the passenger of the BMW that hit the Nissan died, but the driver survived. So there were 4 that were dead in that accident. It was a 14-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl among the teenagers. I'm not sure if they were male, if there was a male driver of the Nissan, or if it was a male or female passenger of the BMW. In South Los Angeles, there was in a strip mall, there were 5 shot in a parking lot, and 1 died. I think that was a couple days ago. We had the tragic shooting recently at the Catholic school in Minneapolis at Assumption. I can't remember the name. Assumption School. I just don't mind me. I just can't remember. The 8-year-old boy that died was Fletcher Merkel, and the 9 to 10-year-old girl that died was Harper Moisey, and the shooter, I won't give him a name, he unalived himself. On 8/27, on Wednesday at 2:10 a.m., there was another shooting that day. Before this shooting happened in Minneapolis and downtown, 1 man was shot dead, another was injured. That leaves another man that died. In Sarasota, there was 1 person that died after a child was swept into, a girl died. It was a girl. She was swept into a storm drain. I don't know the age of the person. It was a girl, but I don't know. She was sucked down into the storm drain after a terrible rainstorm. So that on this page we have 17 deaths, unfortunately. There were 5 separate shootings this week in the Bronx, which led to 4 deaths, one of which was a 37-year-old man named Ryan Hines. This week also in Indianapolis, Indiana, there was a murder-suicide. Monday, a man and woman found dead in their home at 91st Street and College. And those were 2 people. DeKalb County, Georgia, an 8-year-old boy was found dead in a pool after he went missing on August 27th. I don't know, people aren't watching their kids, it seems. A Florida man who was convicted of killing his girlfriend, her mom, and another man was executed via death penalty on 8/28. His name was Curtis Wisdom, and he was 59, and he died of a lethal injection. In New Orleans, a 12-year-old boy, Brian Vasquez, an autistic boy on the spectrum, went missing on 8/14/25, and he was found this week on 8/26/25 in the East Canal. His mother said he snuck out. This was a very tragic case. The mother has a history of child abuse. People are thought that he escaped because of her abuse and he wanted to get away from the house. It's under investigation. I think they seized the mother's phone. It's very unfortunate. So there's another life lost. So that's 9 on this page. So 9. So that's like 26 unnecessary deaths this week. Very sad.